What's up, YouTube? It's Daryl Freeman here, flying along in my Pilatus PC-12 at 27,000 feet, headed back from the islands. Bitcoin. I did not get into Bitcoin as of yet. I did not get into Bitcoin as of yet, and I wanted to give a bunch of people the reasons why, because I get asked about Bitcoin all the time. And there are 4 reasons why I did not buy Bitcoin. I did not invest in Bitcoin. Not saying that I would never do it, but the 4 reasons why I have not done it so far. Number 1, I don't understand Bitcoin. I don't understand Bitcoin. It doesn't have ebitda. It doesn't have cash flow. Customers, I don't know who the customers are. It doesn't have revenue growth. I just don't. It doesn't have any of the things that I look for when I buy something. It doesn't have, again, cash flow. I like to measure things based on cash flow. It doesn't have income. I like to measure things based on income. I like to invest in things with customers. I like to invest in things where I can see revenue growth. Bitcoin has none of those things that I can understand. So that's one of the reasons why I hadn't bought Bitcoin yet, because I don't understand it. There's nothing I can follow with it that says this is going to do well over time. Again, EBITDA, cash flow, income, customers. I don't even know who the customers are. Revenue growth. Is it growing? Is it shrinking? I have no idea. It's just it's something I just don't understand. And number 2, I don't know who the owners are. I don't know who owns Bitcoins. And so I don't know who the owners are. I don't know if somebody's going to issue some more Bitcoins. I don't know who the owners are, because when you know who the owners of the company are, when you know the owners of the company, if something happens to the stock, it goes down or goes up or stays stagnant, you can at least, call the owners, or at least write a letter to the CEO and find out, what's going on with the company. I don't know who the owners of Bitcoin. I don't know who they are, and so they seem to vary from time to time. It seems like just this big blob of ownership. I have no idea who owns Bitcoin, so I hadn't bought it. So, for example, a company like Apple, I talked about cash flow and customers and all that. I understand that. Who the owners are, who own the stock in Apple. I can find that out. I just don't know who the owners of Bitcoin, I don't know who they are. And so that's kind of strange to buy something, you don't know who the owners are. Like if you go invest in a duplex, or you go invest in an apartment building, or you go invest in a car dealership, you know who the owners are and who you're in business with. With Bitcoin, I have no idea who the owners are, so that's another reason why I have not invested in Bitcoin. And then number 3, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird because it seems that Bitcoin goes up or goes down based on what a few people may say about it. And so, it was at 60,000, it went down to 35,000, 37,000, based on what Elon Musk has said about Bitcoin. Sometimes he says something good, sometimes he says something bad. I just don't understand. I don't want to be involved in something or invested in something that can move based on what a person says, And so that's kind of strange to be invested in something where somebody says it's good or it's bad, or they like it today but they don't like it tomorrow. That they're buying it today but they're not going to buy it tomorrow, or that they're going to take it as money for cars, but then the next day they say they're not going to take it. And it goes up and down based on what somebody says. And so, again, I'm a traditional investor. I've made millions of dollars in real estate, stocks, private companies, et cetera, et cetera. I hadn't made a nickel in Bitcoin because those 3 reasons I just mentioned. I just don't understand it. And then the 4th reason why I have not bought Bitcoin is I haven't bought Bitcoins because I don't know if it's a proper place to store my wealth. And so when I buy something, I look at it through a 20-year lens. And I don't know what Bitcoin is going to be in 20 years. I believe that I understand what Apple's going to be in 20 years. I understand what Tesla may be in 20 years. I understand what various companies and various stocks are going to be in 20 years. I have no idea about Bitcoin, so I don't have any grandkids yet, but I'm making investments for 20 years out, 30 years out. And I don't want to invest in something that may not be able to store our wealth. And so if I bought $100,000 worth of Bitcoin for a future grandchild, and in 20 years he or she goes to get the money and it's not there because Bitcoin was a fad, then that would be disappointing to them. And so I don't know if it's a proper place to store our wealth. I don't know if it's a proper place to store our wealth. Does that mean that I will never buy into Bitcoin? It doesn't mean that. But what I am saying is, if I do buy Bitcoin, I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to I'm gonna, every now and then when we go to Vegas, you'll set aside some money that you don't mind losing. It's for entertainment purposes only. So I may take a few $1,000s and buy some Bitcoin for entertainment purposes, realizing that hey, I'm probably going to lose it all. It's probably not going to be around in 20 years. But if it is, then good. But those are the four main reasons why I have not bought Bitcoin. Number one, I don't understand it. Doesn't have cash flow. It doesn't have revenue. It doesn't have EBITDA. Doesn't have revenue growth. So all those things that I look at when I buy something, and those are the things you should look at when you buy something. You should look at ebitda. You should look at cash flow. You should look at that customer base, the revenue growth. Bitcoin has none of that. Number two, I don't know who the owners are, and so somebody issued a bunch of Bitcoins, and I'm probably ignorant about it. But what if they issue some more Bitcoins? Is that going to drive the value down? What if they issue some more Bitcoins? I don't know. So that's another reason why I have not bought it. And it seems to be the third one is it seems that a lot of people move Bitcoin by saying something, and so Elon Musk is one of the smartest entrepreneurs of our time. But when he says something about Bitcoin, it goes up or goes down. I don't particularly like that, and so that's another reason why I have not bought it. And then also, lastly, the 20-year view. I don't know if it's a proper place to store our wealth, a proper place to store our wealth. So those are the four reasons why I haven't bought Bitcoin. If you have some reasons why you bought Bitcoin, please put them in the comments. If you have subscribed to the channel, thank you very much. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the like button as many times as you want. Thank you for Thank you for listening in. This is Daryl Freeman, also known as OG Free. 27,000 feet on my way back to Nashville. It's been a good day. It's been a good few days down in the islands, hanging out with my son and my daughter and all of their friends. It's been a good time. Now you know why I have not bought Bitcoin. And I probably, again, you know why I have not bought Bitcoin, and but I might treat it like gambling in Vegas and put a little something in it. Signing off here at 27,000 feet, doing 300 miles per hour. Daryl Freeman, also known as OG Free. Thank you for listening in. Now you know why I did not buy Bitcoin. Good day.